Hytale has only been out for a few days now, and it has already received attention from millions of people. And so today I thought I'd go over some tips and little facts that might help you through the early game. Let's begin. First up on our list is linen scraps. This item can be dropped by most hostile creatures such as skeletons, and at first you might think to throw these away, but they are actually crucial in crafting early game armor such as iron armor, so keep them in that inventory of yours. Food is essential for healing in Hytale, and some of the easiest food you can acquire is roast vegetables, which can be made from cooking one mushroom at a campfire. This is a super easy to make food item that will surely help you while you explore, since mushrooms are very abundant throughout Orbis, and that these mushrooms can be found on the surface of the world and also in caves. Not only do roast vegetables give you instant healing, but they also give you health regeneration and a boost in stamina. That being said, if you have some gear and you're willing to do a bit of exploring, you can easily find the next best early food item, that being wild meat, which can be cooked into a skewer that not only gives you regeneration, but an additional temporary max health. You can find an abundance of wild meat by going to a swamp, which can be located on your map. You should look for biomes where there are darker colored trees and the surface is covered in dirt. You should see an example on your screen. In this biome, creatures called mosshorns frequently spawn, and they drop 4 to 8 wild meat, but they also drop 1 to 2 heavy hide. Although there are many other ways to attain wild meat, but this is the way I recommend you do it, since mosshorn give you such an abundance of them. Here's another quick one. Sticks are the best early fuel you can use for your furnaces and campfires due to the abundance you can attain from trees. Additionally, you can also use the charcoal that is generated from smelting to also fuel your furnace. Each tier of ore has some different smelting times. Using sticks as a way to measure this, copper ore requires 3 sticks, iron ore requires 4 sticks, and thorium requires 5 sticks. The smelting requirements for the other ores are also on screen now. And upgrading your furnace reduces the material cost by about 20 to 30%. There are 3 tiers of hide and leather that you need to keep an eye out for during the early game. These can be used in many crafting recipes such as tools, armor, and weapons. Light hide can be found from many small creatures such as boars, cows, rats, pigs, and sheep. Medium hide can be found from larger enemies and creatures such as fen stalkers, hyenas, moose, and wolves. And finally, heavy hide can be found from the largest of creatures such as bears, mosshorns, and crocodiles. Enemies that spawn in the day, such as skeletons or bears, will not chase you forever. They will eventually turn around and go right back to the area that they spawned in, meaning that if you are in trouble, you can just run away to survive another day. And the last tip that I'll give for today for the early game of Hytale is that if you're tired of having to continue to fight the golem at the portal that leads to the Forgotten Temple, you can actually just run right past it and teleport into the Forgotten Temple with no issues at all. The only thing is that you just gotta remember that the golem is still there when you return back from the Forgotten Temple. Thank you guys for watching. This has been quite an experimental video for me to create, quite different from the type of content that I usually create. But if you enjoyed, please subscribe and stay tuned for more Hytale related content. Take care.